يُؤْمِنُوا بِهَا. They still don't believe in them. Is that the type of people that we've become? That we see signs after signs after signs, but somehow we still think, that doesn't concern me. The Quran says, أَوَلَا يَرَوْنَ أَنَّهُمْ يُفْتَنُونَ فِي كُلِّ عَامٍ مَرَّةً أَوْ مَرَّتَيْنِ ثُمَّ لَا يَتُوبُونَ وَلَا هُمْ يَذَّكَّرُونَ. Don't you see, we test you once or twice in a year. Why don't you repent? Why don't you pay heed? That's the Quran addressing us towards the end of Surah Tawbah. Why don't you reflect? Every single one of us is tested once or twice in a year. وَلَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ بِشَيْءٍ مِّنَ الْخَوْفِ وَالْجُوعِ وَنَقْصٍ مِّنَ الْأَمْوَالِ وَالْأَنفُسِ وَالثَّمَرَاتِ وَبَشِّرِ الصَّابِرِينَ الَّذِينَ إِذَا أَصَابَتْهُمْ مُصِيبَةٌ قَالُوا إِنَّا لِلَّهِ وَإِنَّا إِلَيْهِ رَاجِعُونَ. We're going to test you with some loss. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't say all loss. Doesn't say everything of yours be lost. Some loss of your wealth, your property, your fruits, your lives. Give glad tidings to those individuals when they face a loss, a calamity. They say, to Allah we belong and to Allah we return. Thus you find as-sabr, as-sadmatul ula. The first time your calamity comes upon you, the person thanks Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Those are the calls of jahiliyyah that you still find in our culture. Person dies. Why did God take him? He was too young to die. Didn't God choose somebody else to die? Women slapping their faces, scratching their faces, ripping their clothing. Calls of jahiliyyah still exist in our culture, in our practice. Look at when someone dies. Look how people become ballistic when somebody dies. Begin to question the decree of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's not their time to die. Who said it's not their time to die? وَلَنْ يُؤَخِّرَ اللَّهُ نَفْسًا إِذَا جَاءَ أَجَلُهَا وَاللَّهُ خَبِيرٌ بِمَا تَعْمَلُونَ. Who are you to challenge Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Your ajal comes, your time of death comes, that's it, finish, you go to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. كُلُّ نَفْسٍ ذَائِقَةُ الْمَوْتِ. Every single soul will taste death. Whoever is saved from the punishment of the hellfire, وَأُدْخِلَ الْجَنَّةِ فَقَدْ فَازَ وَمَا الْحَيَاةُ الدُّنْيَا إِلَّا مَتَاعُ الْغُرُورِ. Whoever is plucked out of Jahannam, thrown into paradise, that person is the most successful individual. Thus you find external factors around us, whatever it may be, the natural disasters that we talk about, the earthquakes, the calamities, they are blessings in disguise for some people. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows that now is the time to take these people. It may look gruesome, it may look difficult, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows that take these young children today. Take their homes today, before we have to face something difficult. That's for these people. You study the science of the hurricanes, excessive hurricanes at the moment, the storms, the tornadoes. You know what these people are good for? A meteorologist in America, he started naming these Hurricane Gilbert and Hurricane George after people he didn't like. So you know the top hurricane, what he named it? Saddam Hussein. He named the hurricane Saddam Hussein because he didn't like him. That's what it's for them. It's just a great big game for them. When they look and they analyze all these things, it's just a game. That's the way you see it. It's just the world is just a game. They haven't been programmed to recognize Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Or it becomes an industry. Whether it be the day after tomorrow, Independence Day, the Titanic, whatever, it becomes an industry. Make a movie out of it. It sells money. And sometimes you begin to think, how can they depict such images? How do they depict such images? Where do they get this, such information from? There's been times I've been traveling, that some things have just come up top of the screen and I visualize and I think, what's going on here? I begin to feel scared. This is a picture of Jahannam. None of us have seen Jahannam. How can they depict a man's going into Jahannam? Taking golden bullets, melting golden bullets, taking them into a cross and killing people inside Jahannam. You can go and study and find out what the movie is. But I don't encourage the watching of movies. But when I saw visualize this when I'm flying in a plane, I got scared. How do you know this depiction of hell? Where did you create this depiction from? Because for them, it's just an image. For them, they know deep down inside their heart, there's no concept of a person being an atheist. Richard Dawkins' book, The God Delusion. They all believe in God. But they want to hide the fact. They want to highlight its external forces. It's Mother Nature. Those Mother Nature, nothing but kufr. That's what it is, kufr. These statements that we're taught, that Mother Nature brings it about, the Muslim belief. Everything comes from the permission of Allah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala releases these things to take place. ظهر الفساد في البر والبحر بما كسبت أيدي الناس لِيُذِيقَهُمْ بَعْدَ الَّذِي عَمِلُوا لَعَلَّهُمْ يَرْجِعُونَ inside Surah Al-Rum, the 30th chapter of the Quran. Corruption has appeared upon the land and the oceans. You know why this corruption has appeared all around us? It's because of what we send forth with our own hands. And it may sound very, very harsh. And it's very, very harsh, this may be. But many Muslim countries, the suffering that they're going through is because of the neglect of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And I don't want to spend too much time upon that, because some people may find that unfair. But many ulama have written about trials and tribulations. Like Ibn Abdus Salam al-Andalusi writes about this deep factor as well that we need to ponder upon, that bring people back to the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's what the Quran mentions to Quraysh, the whole surah named after Quraysh. فَلْيَعْبُدُوا رَبَّ هَذَا الْبَيْتِ الَّذِي أَطْعَمَهُم مِّن جُوعٍ وَآمَنَهُم مِّن خَوْفٍ. Let them worship the Lord of this house. When you worship the Lord of this house, يعني Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then we will take away your hunger. And we will take away your fear. We will place you in a state of peace. Why are many of our Muslim lands not in a state of peace? Just answer this one simple question. Think about it. Who do they worship? Do they worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? I'll tell you the answer, because I lived many years. I've seen people bowing down to graves. I've seen people asking the grave, asking the dead person, give me a son, give me a daughter, give me life, give me wealth. These same practices we bring them even today in a civilized world. Go running to who? Go running to the sheikh, go running to the pir, grab his foot, give him £10,000. Don't pray yourself. Don't bow down yourself. Don't bow down yourself, but let him bow down for you. He doesn't bow down for you, nor does he bow down for himself. Okay, get that right in your brain. He doesn't bow down, he builds his empire. He spends that money in his politics back home and creates his entourage, his defense that he wants to create. But you've just been baffled all the time throughout your life that those people come in front of you, plunder your wealth, take it away from you. You believe that these are the people that are going to help us to get into paradise. Not even the Prophet Muhammad is going to help you to get into paradise. When a man asks him a question, I want to be with you in paradise. I want to be with you in paradise. So he said, help yourself, aid yourself, min kathrati sujood, by doing excessive praying. Praying on the graves, praying on the feet of people, or bowing down to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's what you've been told to do in your life. Submit to the Creator, move away from these evil practices, and you will see the blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَلَوْ أَنَّ أَهْلَ الْقُرَىٰ آمَنُوا وَاتَّقَوْا لَفَتَحْنَا عَلَيْهِمْ بَرَكَاتٍ مِّنَ السَّمَاءِ وَالْأَرْضِ. If the people of village, they believe, they have taqwa, you know what will happen? The heavens will rip open. The earth will rip open. And the blessings will come out for you once again. That's how simple. There's no technical solution. If you're thinking about technical solution about infrastructure, there's no technical solution. We are simple, nomadic, Bedouin people. That's what we are. There's no technical solution. Technical solution may help to a certain degree. The real solution is this. Worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Bring that back into the life of these people. That they need to submit to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's only a matter of time. We shouldn't be full of ourselves thinking that no, the punishment won't come upon us. It's only a matter of time. That's what the ulama mentioned, was known as al-istidraj. That know for a fact when people are enjoying the dunya, and they don't have no focus towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the rope of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is released. Because some of us we think, oh, person's got dunya, they're not tested. That must be the way of life. That's incorrect understanding. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala releases the rope, leaves them to go and carry on enjoying. And then we take them baghtatan. Then all of a sudden we snatch them back. وَهُمْ لَا يَشْعُرُونَ. They cannot even perceive it. So don't fall into the trap thinking, oh, you know, the non-Muslims enjoy the world and this person enjoys the world. It's only a matter of time. That when Allah takes, then that's it. That He's taking is a severe taking.